Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bigger Than Race. Exposure to all things true, whether you like it or not, with unique perspectives from different beings from all walks of life. This is Bigger Than Race. Investigate truth on your own terms. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bigger Than Race. You know who this is? This is your boy, Brandon. Now, Patreon members, we are back with a part two of Constellation. This is going to streamline everything for you a little bit better. Straight to the point, concise information on why this is such a bullish project, a bullish company, a company that's doing things with the U.S. government and the Air Force. Now, I'm not going to tell you too long, but let's go. Oh, big things popping over here at Constellation. Constellation got big things popping. Constellation for government. We aim to be the standard across all agencies in the federal government for how these agencies securely use and send data. Now you've seen this. The core elements, a directed cyclic graph, DAG, which performs consensus concurrently and maintains topological ordering, designed for high throughput data pipelines. Now, the partnership with blockchain and Quant, now a new paradigm of decentralized finance. This is the Lattice, another partner of theirs, which is an exchange. Lattice will be an evolution of existing DeFi solutions by providing more assurance in crypto asset trading and settlements, and the ability to incorporate multiple specialized and asset-specific automated market-making algorithms. This solution will further advance the blockchain industry with improved financial instruments that are cost-effective and have the speed, security, and scalability that traditional security assets traders are accustomed to. Now we see the partnership Chainlink, Mousebelt, Mobi, Hyperledger, Network and Protocol, Constellation Partners. Decentralization forces collaboration, and Constellation aims to be seen as a world-class partner that's in it for the long haul. World-class, in it for the long haul. Global, ladies and gentlemen. Tokenization and distribution of energy. As it stands, the energy market in the U.S. alone is worth $2 trillion. The distributed ledger investment in the sector is currently at $100 million. Constellation is leading the path on tokenized solution that will allow consumers and businesses to effectively earn and distribute their energy consumption, minimizing wastage and dismantling the current monopolies of the sector. Below are a number of approaches. Key applications in government: secure interoperability, secure classified and unclassified data transmissions between connected systems. Wow. Anti-spoofing, prevent spoofing, corruption of incoming data streams for mission execution and planning. They got it all figured out. Now, patient-driven interoperability. IBM recently conducted a survey focused on the intersection between healthcare and the burgeoning blockchain tech, titled Healthcare Rallies for Blockchain. The study surveyed 200 healthcare providers globally, and 56% were intending on implementing a commercial blockchain solution by 2020. 7 in 10 healthcare trailblazers respondents who began to commercialize blockchain in 2017 expect that blockchain's greatest impact will be in the realm of clinical trial records, regulatory compliance, and medical health records. Big data notarization, scalable interoperability. Our robust and unique protocol notarizes your data in dedicated transaction logs, forming a queryable audit trail. Scalable interoperability, our microservice framework enables effortless plug-and-play functionality with existing applications written with JVM languages such as Java and Scala. Mobility, Constellation Distributed Ledger Tech enables the mobility industry to customize connected vehicle solutions, creating better businesses to consumer outcomes for the automotive sector. Current technology is already ingesting vast amounts of data, but as of yet, there is no distributed system that can analyze and provide real-time updates across disparate inputs. Simply put, Constellation provides a protocol capable of ingesting and organizing data to meet the needs of new mobility technologies. Here we have private. The data chain is a cryptocurrency and blockchain news platform and educational hub, and for all levels of trader and investor. We have Batshit. BCV is a venture capital firm focusing on early stage investments. Now, consensus as a service. Existing consensus models lack concurrency and elasticity requirements for large-scale data processing. Constellation's proof of reputable observations is a peer-to-peer performance and reputation-based consensus that achieves both throughput, automated federation, and fault tolerance. Developers can integrate any API on either native or cloud server infrastructure on the fly, creating our notion of consensus as a service. Now, decisive points. Mission is to effectively combat the frictions that impede rapid adoption of new tech and services in the U.S. government. Remember, that was a partner of theirs. Now, the big data validation is cryptographically secure, multi-checkpoint solution that validates data pipelines at scale for bulletproof, secure networks. Now, the ECU communications benefits to manufacturers. Millions of weather sensors, ECU chips in a car, a mobile phone, a drone, and an IP-enabled traffic light all need to communicate in real time. Different protocols may be appropriate for each of these separate systems, i.e., while IOTA may be best for the ECUs and Phantom may be best for the weather sensors, Constellation is the foundational protocol that enables consensus across this ecosystem and tokenizes throughput to meet manufacturers. Well, that's big because he dropped 3 little crypto gems in there. I wonder if you caught it. Now, Decode. With deep understanding of both technology and government, Decode breaks down barriers to improve government working with their invaluable community of tech companies, government leaders, and partners. There's the data validation and data logistics, Chronos Ventures, FBG Capital. Constellation Network is a collection of microservices called state channels, where each state channel validates specific data types with user-defined validation functions. State channels form a distributed network architecture that can accommodate real-world big data use cases. Developers can integrate state channels directly into existing applications, allowing for direct E2E security and a minimal seamless deployment. Platform features: Lattice aims to overcome the weakness of current DeFi applications with thicker liquidity, institutional-grade AMM algorithms, and ultimately faster and less expensive settlement due to the use of the Constellation HGTP. Lattice will thereby bring institutional-grade reliability and usability to the DeFi ecosystem. Now, the healthcare sector is poised for a blockchain-fueled revamp, as the industry is facing problems that blockchain technology seems perfectly suited to solve. Among these problems are data security and breaches, medical record keeping, combating counterfeit drugs, verifying the integrity of clinical trials, as well as an increased patient demand for data transparency and accessibility. Now, yes, this seems like everything blockchain can solve everything. I wonder why that is. Because it was all planned out. Everything is planned out. StackPack. StackPack, the global platform, provides secure edge computing resources, including containers, VMs, and serverless scripting. School of Business, collaborating with Oregon's blockchain leaders to offer a series of courses packed with use cases, guest speakers, and industry mentors. An industry for the future, a company for a future industry. Over the past 10 years, we have seen data become more valuable and profitable than oil. This has caused a rise in industries such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, and big data, led by major tech companies like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Google, GAFA. Government partners: Decode, Air Force, Constellation for mobility, millions of weather sensors, ECU chips in a car, mobile phone, a drone, and an IP-enabled traffic light all need to communicate in real time. Ladies and gentlemen, they have to communicate and they have to use that. It's a must. The constellation, the stars. Think about it. We see the stars every night. Every night. But the constellation stars we won't see. We'll just know it's actually there, running in the background. The sheep don't know what's going on. Now, DAG is our financial state channel. Remember, this allows us to solve the oracleization problem for physical devices and APIs by creating a digital twin associating data produced to a public key and a direct E2E end-to-end validation. Now, exponential data coming online. The federal government is dealing with rampant amounts of data and have invested heavily into existing data management solutions and systems. These centralized systems are too expensive and not fast enough to process, validate, and manage the volumes of data required for making quick decisions in the field without significant security risks. Now we see GSR Hill Rise, GBA, Moonrock, Internet of Things. The Internet of Things requires a faster, more secure alternative. Today's business networks are vulnerable and incapable of dealing with the approaching growth in connected devices. Constellation is working on a protocol infrastructure that will have the ability for devices to securely and efficiently transmit data across disparate networks. Wow, that's big. The connected world. To realize the full potential of a connected world of IoT, machine learning, mobility, and futuristic vision of autonomous everything, it's important to better understand the data generated that powers this vision. Data rights require sovereignty enforced by infrastructure itself. Downstream data analysis relies on upstream decision making from business processes to operational accountability. to AI making software / system smart. Constellation Network and Protocol. With a novel reputation, Constellation is a distributed ledger tech known as Directed Acyclic Graph Protocol with a novel reputation-based consensus model called Proof of Reputable Observation (PRO). Now, the consensus model, proof of reputable observation, and evolution of distributed consensus incorporating peer-to-peer reputation models, which couples governance and performance, allowing for elastic infrastructure. Node validators, miners, distributed node operators that host nodes for validation. The nodes are rewarded to maintain and govern the network. Our objective is to offer the Department of Defense and the Department of Homeland Security an easy-to-integrate developer tool that will enable these systems to instantaneously process, validate, and secure data as it is being created and communicated across networks. We are creating a global standard for data in transit and use. Wow, that's kind of big. A different approach. Constellation is a software infrastructure tool that removes the financial and organizational costs of insecure data pipelines and bad data. Now, the problem is the fundamental issue DeFi applications face are in base layer protocols, as existing blockchain infrastructures have scaling limitations, are costly and slow to transact, and are not architecturally designed to process data like centralized data processing tools that exist in traditional financial markets and the trading of securities. Simplicity, scalability, and speed. The API, the application interface. Our Spore application interface uses functional programming techniques from type theory to verify stateful composition of state channels, allowing for map-reduced streaming queries across state channels to be verified and validated. This works by deploying hybrid nodes, which run multiple consensus processes on different types of data, thus across potentially multiple state channels, and facilitates the purchase, licensing to be brokered on the DAG state channel, which is the mainnet. Centralized systems are too expensive and not fast enough to process. Validate and manage the volumes of data required for making quick decisions in the field without significant security risks. That's baseline requirements for government and military encryption algorithms. Harris Corporation. Now the solutions: Constellation Hypergraph Transport Protocol (HTTP) is the only secure communications protocol that connects real-world applications through seamless tokenized data. Constellation enables an ecosystem of applications to be built on the Hypergraph network while using the HTTP to securely capture, connect, and transport that data for an evolution of applications with data assurance and compliance. Hypergraph is a resilient, decentralized network that is built on a directed acyclic graph and leverages dynamic partitioning and a reputation-based consensus mechanism to be infinitely scalable while providing fast throughput to handle high computational needs for instant data processing. Now, the cost of bad data. What many fail to see is that bad data behind the secure firewall is still bad data. Incomplete or missing data affects industries into the trillions of dollars annually. Even worse, bad data can cost human life when faulty information is used in engineering, automotive, aerospace, and countless other industries worldwide. Constellation Network has developed the distributed ledger tech to embrace the vision of a connected world, powered by big data, by creating the infrastructure to securely validate and protect one of the most valuable resources. Evolution of DeFi, Lattice Exchange. Lattice is a decentralized finance application built with Ethereum, and Constellation's hypergraph transport protocol, HTTP. Our vision is to advance and modernize the world's financial trading solutions for crypto assets. Lattice empowers users and liquidity providers alike with advanced AMM algorithms. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the rundown with Constellation DAG. There's more to come, but I had to just double back with a back-to-back just to show you and to continue to streamline why DAG is going to be so big. Remember, you can become the new datapreneur. It's up to you. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who this is. This is your boy, Brando. Investigate truth on your own terms.